Don't be deceived by these pictures. These hills here in Ruhpolding are steeper than anywhere else on the World Cup, and they would bring most of us to a grinding halt. But Sulumtal making it look relatively easy. 49.17 on the clock, and let's see what margin the Russians are behind. At the last count, it was 22 seconds.
It's probably going to be, what, 27 now? No, maybe it's closing down.
No, at least 25, surely. She's got another 10 meters of climbing to go. So Sulumtal is pulling away from Russia's Shamilova, not by a huge amount, but if she can get another 5 or 6 seconds, she will have earned herself one more miss for that final leg, assuming that it takes 10 seconds to reload a spare round. Gontier of Italy, what a fantastic night for the Italians if they can hold on to third place. 39 seconds behind the leaders, but what is the margin between Italy and the Germans? Tina Bachmann coming strongly, trying to make up for those mistakes on the range. Germany have missed 7 targets. They have not incurred a penalty loop as yet. The French into 4th, Germany now 5, and the Czech Republic, who started so well, down in 6th position. In for the third exchange, and Norway are away and on their own. The last time we saw, they had a 26-second margin over the Russians. Shamila struggling to keep up with Sulumtal on the big climbs. How's she done on the descent into the stadium? She's done well. She's certainly held her own. 25.9, the margin between 1 and 2, the equivalent of 2, definitely 2 misses, perhaps 3. The Vikings like it. They like what they've seen so far, but they still have one crucial leg to go, and it's Tora Berger on course for them. Russia have Zaitseva. The Italians in 3rd place. Alexia Ruhpolding now with more pressure on her shoulders than she's had in her short career so far. And just to make it worse, she's got the French chasing hard. And Ace Biscon lined up for leg number 4 for the French. And for Germany, Andrea Henkel. And for the crowd, I don't think anything less than a podium finish will do.
Yeah, they will certainly, but look at the time. Germany 1:06 behind. Henkel has a lot of work to do. I think we'd expect the Italians to drop down a little. Ruhpolding is good, but not quite as good as Henkel.
Yeah, Ruhpolding certainly needs to shoot 10 out of 10 to survive in 3rd position. Surely one of Germany, France or the Czech Republic will shoot well enough to close 30 seconds across the snow. Slovakia still only 1:30 behind. A gain of 30 seconds from them will put them into the top 4. Here come Poland, and the team that promised so much at the start of the night, Ukraine, in all sorts of trouble. This has got to be one of Elena Pedrushna's best performances of the season if they're to find themselves in the top 3 at the end of the night. It's nice to see Tora Berger racing, Mike. If you were leading the overall World Cup, would you not say, look, I need a rest, I need to focus all my efforts on the individual races?
I think you would want to be taking care of your own form, but this is where Tora Berger, she even gives more in relays, and I love that aspect of Tora Berger. She's so for the team, and I think that's why she's brought the young ones in. She's really lifted the performance of Norway. Remember, 4th at the Olympic Games they were, and they really have improved a long way from just, what, 2 years ago.
Well, watch how she climbs this hill. She's wisely gone over to the right-hand side, looking for some firmer snow. And talk us through the technique, Mike.
Just look at I love the way she gets a direct arm drop, using a lot of her body weight at the same moment through the pole, through the leg, and it's just the tempo. The left leg, led by the knee, comes right in and as far up into the hill as possible, and that's why she gets away with such a high frequency. Look at her compared to some of the other athletes, and her frequency is so high, but you need a good engine for that.
Olga Zaitseva, well, she's got a good engine certainly, and if she can keep this sort of pace going, she might close down that 26 or 25.9 second gap on Norway. Looks as though she started slightly faster than Tora Berger. Well, nothing really in it. 0.7 of a second given away. Wolfgang Pichler alongside Zaitseva, giving her information in English, German, or perhaps Russian.
He's learning a little bit of Russian. He can understand a little of what they say, but he normally talks in English and is translated by Rostovtsev to the women, so it's a long process.
Italy still in third, 49. They've lost 10 seconds already on this final leg, and the Germans are starting the chase now with Andrea Henkel just ahead of the Czech Republic, and it's Varikova on course for the Czech Republic. And Ace Beskol, big strong skier. Nice tempo from her as well. I think so many of them are learning, Mike, that it's better to ski with a higher cadence, a little like cyclists. What do they turn the pedals over at 100, 110 cycles per minute?
Yeah, and I think, yeah, I'll take your word for that, yeah. But certainly the way the skating is going, this frequency is a big part of it now. It used to be thought that it was inefficient, but that is the cycle of energy that is more efficient now in skating.
Yeah, the glide is nice, and it's free distance, but all the time you're gliding, you're giving away, you're losing that opportunity to apply the power. And I guess with Gusner doing so well, people are starting to look at it and say, can't be a bad thing to up the tempo.
Torreberger, Gusner, but they are small in terms of stature. Tina Bachmann, on the other hand, she's the tallest biathlete at 6 foot. Not as easy to get that frequency, but there again, Svensson, 6 foot, his frequency is so high in the men's field.
Heia Norge going around the stadium as the travelling fans start to realise they could be looking at their second victory of the season. Norway, of course, winning in Hogfilsen. This is only the third relay of the season, and this is the one that will no doubt help the coaches make their minds up for World Championship selection.
Totally fearless.
Great start, just what Norway need. She's bought herself a little extra time. She will be at least 30 seconds. There's no way that Zaitseva is going to shoot as quickly as Torreberger. Now watch the clock. 27 seconds the margin as they prepare to shoot. That's nice.
That's the fastest I've seen Zaitseva shoot. I know she's got the 3 spares, but she knows that she has to try and keep some pressure on Berger. Brugaldier's best ever result is 28th. That was in Hogfilsen pursuit.
So Norway just eking out a lead, now 28 seconds clear as the Italians desperately try and hold on to third. Stay calm. This is the tough one. Good shooting, 15 out of 15 going round down in this final leg. Not a single mistake so far.
Henkel is so hardwired on the routine that she's done for years. In fact, she picked it up a little tonight. She had to.
The first 4 go clear, the first 5 go clear, and the French, usually better than anyone else on the range. Are they going to make it 6 out of 6, 30 targets down? I can't remember a time we've seen anything like this, especially on the final leg. It's time to put a climb in before the shoot here in Ruhpolding.
I think so there. But it really is the easiest range from the lack of wind. It's just built into this lovely little hollow. On the recovery coming in, but you can't ever get rid of the self-pressure, no matter how good a biathlete you are.
Now Germany, Mike, 1:16 behind at the exchange. Germany were in 5th position. 106, 107?
106 behind, yeah.
106 behind, so they've lost 10 seconds to the Norwegians. Oof. Lovely 10 to finish that sequence of 5 shots from Torreberger and take a one step closer to their second relay victory of the season. Still only 4 targets missed by Norway. The Russians with that 1 miss on the 3rd leg. Otherwise, they've been perfect. And Italy still have just 4 misses, as well as France. Germany, 7 misses. Well, if you take away 3 missed shots, give them another 30 seconds. They're right up there, competing alongside the Russians.
Just looking at the Chinese athletes shooting now, and it's still, as soon as I spoke, she's missed one. Jillian Tang for China, she's missed two using spares now.
Tora Berger does well to get the base of the ski nice and flat on the snow on these steep climbs, Mike. It's easy just to put the ski onto an edge, but you see her bringing the foot in, and every time the ski goes down, it's nice and flat, glides away, makes the technique smoother and faster. Norway and Russia have come and gone. Italy still hanging on to third place. They're halfway through this final leg, but Germany and the Czech Republic are getting closer, and if they lose out to them, then it's likely that Italy will lose out to France as well, who are closing on the top 5 positions. Anaïs Bescon for France, Andrea Henkel for Germany, who won't be pressing the panic button quite yet, but I think she cannot possibly be thinking in terms of winning this one. It's all about finishing in third position for Germany.
Italy at the World Championships last year, almost the same team. They were down in 12th position. That is a team that's on the up, and this is the best they've ever been placed on the third leg in any relay. So making a bit of history, the Italians.
Just looking at the Nations Cup, which we mentioned earlier, Mike. The top team picking up 420 points. They get 30 points more than anyone else. And actually, if Norway win this, they'll go to top of the Nations Cup standings in the women's event and put them ahead of Russia and Germany. But they've got to win, and they still have 5 more targets remaining. Tora Berger certainly not hanging back here. 2 kilometers to go. Only 5 targets still to hit. With a 30-second lead, there or thereabouts, she can afford 2 misses.
Look at the
and be safe.
Sorry, look at the breathing. She hasn't backed off at all. She's keeping the same routine as she will in 2 days' time for the sprint race.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Well, it's not often you see a coach who can't contain his smile, but Egil Kjelland has impressed us, all of us, with that performance from Tora Berger, and that is why she is the world #1 at the moment, and she's hardly put a ski wrong all season. So Russia have no chance of catching Norway now. And a sudden change in psychology here for Sightsaver. She's got to think about defending second rather than going for first. Does she shoot fast or slow?
I think she'll keep her normal rhythm, which isn't over fast at all.
Lots of movement in the rifle. 5 out of 5 would be good reflexes. Brilliant. So Russia go away. 41 shots required to hit the 40 targets. Once again, they've shown themselves to be the best team when it comes to shooting. And